Hello and welcome back to Sovl. So we're doing another multiplayer series showing off some warbands. Although this time I'm more or less going over some old warbands and showing them again, simply because you remember this warband from the previous episode, do you not? Because yeah, we went against a bit of a gimmicky army, so I decided to re-show it again. As you can see, 500 or 500 points. We got 3 trolls, 5 wolf riders. Or goblin wolf riders. We got 10 orcs with the 2 hand weapons unit as well. Yeah, they got 2 hand weapons as an additional upgrade on them. And then we have the goblin wolf riders, and that's the retinue of the shaman. And then the shaman himself obviously has the primal fury spell. And we also added an additional goblin wolf rider to the shaman's retinue, so it makes it 5 as well. Then we have some goblin spear mob and 2 bolt throwers. And that's the army over here. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And let's get right into this battle. Okay, welcome back. So this is the battle. It's from the enemy's position though, so yeah. It's a bit awkward, but the only thing that you really need to know about this battle map is the fact that there's no capture points whatsoever, so we're quite literally fighting to see who can eliminate more of the enemy's units than the other person. So yeah, let's begin this, because the start is rather slow. As you can see, they only have 5 units and I got 6, so I definitely do have that advantage. So yeah, but yeah, whatever. 7 against 5 is, I guess, the right way to call it. But yeah, it's just a bit weird how this whole system works. So let's see, as you can see, they fired off on my Goblin Shaman with a mortar, and then I kept trying to hit the Imperial Light Cavalry, but nothing worked. And then they shot a bunch of shots at my Goblin Shaman. So yeah, as you can see, we're just slightly moving up. At this point, I'm thinking that I just have to hide the Goblin Shaman to prevent him from dying, because I haven't even used a single of the Primal Furies. And yeah, so the whole point behind this formation is the fact that my trolls can charge into their Imperial Wizard and his retinue. And on this side, the whole plan is the fact that the Goblin Wolf Riders, they can charge the Imperial Light Cav and hopefully prevent the Imperial Light Cav from attacking my bolt throwers. So, the Cav can't attack my bolt throwers because then they'll get side charged by the Wolf Riders. So they have to fight the Wolf Riders, so they'll equal out somewhere around here and be facing towards the edge of the map rather than immediately towards the bolt throwers. That's the plan. The Imperial Spears, I'm just kind of moving up the Orc Warriors to go and deal with them, but we'll see how that works out, won't we? So yeah, as you can see, this is what I mean. They won't be charging my bolt throwers next turn whatsoever, even if they beat the Wolf Riders. So yeah, I'm just kind of shooting at these Imperial Spears, trying to get them down in numbers. So yeah, and then let's see. So from my perspective, so this is their line of charge range, and from my perspective, they're not touching me whatsoever. So yeah. We'll see how that works out, won't we? So that was very lucky on this side, on the right flank. The fact that the Goblin Wolf Fighters were able to get another turn of them just sitting by and wasting the Imperial Light Cavalry's time, that was very lucky by me. And yeah, as you can see, I put a Primal Fury on these trolls over here, and that really helped us. The enemies did use Radiant Shield on themselves, so it did help them slightly, but not as much as was necessary for them to survive that. So their Primal Fury in the end came out on top because 4 power, but because they've got hand weapons, they get +1 power when they charge, which is what happened, and then +1 power from the Warcry, or Primal Fury. Warcry is the Orc Chieftain's ability. So yeah, my bad. So I charged in there. We'll see how this works. So yeah, they were able to charge my Orc Warriors. I really wasn't expecting that. So it's a bit yeah, it threw a wrench into my plans. But that's fine, I guess I can work out what to do later on. So I charge in the trolls, I charge in the Goblin Spear Mob, and we'll see how this works. So they charged in my Orc Warriors. I buff up my, I buff up my trolls with another, Warcry. So they used their Radiant Shield on these Imperial Spears over here, the ones fighting my Goblin Mob. I fire on the mortar, nothing happens, and then I just move my other bolt thrower to get a bit of better line of sight. So yeah, this is where the Imperial Cavalry finally beats my Wolf Riders. A bit unfortunate. The Orc Warriors, yeah, they're out here. So this is really bad for me because the enemies can just charge me. And then over here as well. We'll see how this works out. And it's very lucky that my Goblin Spear Mob stayed in. That's very lucky indeed. And then over here, we just beat the enemy mage. And there he goes with his retinue. So yeah, we continue firing on these Imperial Light Cavalry. So they move up to try to attack my bolt thrower. and it doesn't work out for them. And then there they go, they're gone. Then I move up my trolls to either attack the Imperial Spears or the mortar. So we'll see how that works, that's for sure. The Orc Warriors finally came back, but we'll have to see how good, that actually is, what good it does for us. So the whole point at this point is, that I basically have no more spells left. I might as well try to charge my Shaman in. So that's why he's moving out of the protection over here. Plus the enemy mage is gone, so might as well use him. They only got use of 1 fireball and 2 radiant shields, so definitely worth it for me to finish off that mage. And yeah, we'll see where this goes, won't we? And I charge in the Imperial Spears. They're still shooting my bolt thrower. Nothing goes through, that's very lucky. Shooting the mortar, nothing. And then, oh, there we go. That's a single shot going through, and because it's lethal, that's 2 wounds right there. And yep, my Goblin Shaman can charge the Imperial Mortar and silence it finally. And then there we go. We're attacking the Imperial Spears. Okay, there they go, the route. That was really lucky. It was a 6 more check and they got a 7. So we charged them again from behind. These guys, they're trying to move around the back and attack my trolls, which I'm perfectly fine with. I don't really mind whatsoever. So yeah, I just continue shooting, move these guys to get a better angle. And then, unfortunately, I haven't been able to bring back the Goblin Spears or the Orc Warriors all that much. Kept failing. I brought the Orc Warriors back once, I think, and then they immediately got charged in the back, so that didn't work out too well. Then, yeah, this doesn't work out for my Shaman. Kind of a failure, attacking the Mortar. The Trolls get better rolls this time against the Imperial Spears. And now it's just the Trolls against the Spears, both of them charge. I've really got no spells to buff them up with, so I think the Trolls should win this. And then, yeah, it's just kind of a clean-up operation. My 2 bolt throwers, they're really doing quite well. And then let's see how this goes on us for the Mortar. Not too well. The Mortar wins, so as you can see, that's not great. And then I lose a Troll unit over here, or model, I guess. And that's really not good, but, yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. And I'm pretty sure this is where it's the end of the game. So, yeah, I'll show you the stats for the end of this. But it was quite good in my personal opinion. Yeah, we won on points, but just barely. Yeah, it was quite good. It was quite good. I would have just shot down this last Imperial Spear unit over here and maybe tried to finish off this Imperial Mortar over here as well with just random fire. But yeah, it was just kind of... Yeah, I was expecting my Trolls to win against these Imperial Spears, so I'm sure I would have won it in the long term. It would just taken a couple more turns. So I don't mind this early victory. And let's go into the next battle. Or well, next Warband showcase. As you could see, this Warband is a bit of a Goblin specialized only army. So we got some Goblin Roughriders, we got 2 units of Goblin Spear Mob, we got a single Goblin Shaman with 2 spells, Primal Fury and Hex Ruin, on a Chariot, Orc Boar Chariot, because I wanted him to have slightly more armor, and the Chariots have 5 defense, which is really nice. I got some Orc Warriors, I got them with hand weapons, that's really nice, but it does add another 1 point to the cost. And then I got 2 Goblin Bolt Throwers. And yeah, that gives us 7 units each. 7 units total in our army. And let's begin. And then let's get into this battle. So as you can see, so this is the second army that I got lined up. This is something new. And yeah, let's begin. So this game gets a bit close. So well, that's how it feels anyway. So yeah, I'm fighting on the Imperial Knights. I get rid of 1, and we're just moving up here. So there's nothing really much happening right now. And yeah, I feel like the Goblins, the morale is kind of bad, so picking an entire army of Goblins isn't a good choice. So I would definitely recommend that substituting maybe one of these Goblin units and Bolt Thrower with something like the Trolls or something, even the Giant at this point, because you need really something with good discipline to hold the line. So as you can see, I moved my Goblin Shaman up, and I attacked the Halberds, and then yeah, the enemy captain tries to pepper me down, but it's not really working. These Goblin Spears are kind of like sacrificial. I let them be charged, although I wasn't really expecting for my Goblin Roughriders to take that much damage, really. So yeah, it was kind of unfortunate that they lost 3 models. Would have preferred for them to have a bit more. But yeah, I'm getting the Orc Warriors right in there, right into the thick of the battle. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. As you can see, the enemy captain is preparing to charge my Goblin Shaman after this. And yeah, there we go, the Goblin's route. Really nothing to say there. And yeah, let's see how this goes from here. And obviously the Goblin Shaman is quite strong on a Chariot. And yeah, it's one of the better mounts that the Goblins can have because, yeah, The Goblin Shaman doesn't get access to a Wyvern, so the chariot is kind of nice in between 5 defense, quite a few attacks, quite a few, power, quite good power as well. But the unfortunate bit is that it is a chariot, so you need to charge to actually make use of it. So as you can see, I expect my Orc Warriors to do quite well. I also buffed them up with a spell. So yeah, the whole point of this game is to see who can kill the most of the enemy. So yeah, it's just kind of elimination. And yeah, as you can see, the enemy lord just absolutely bodies my own shaman. So yeah, it's not really looking good. Although these Goblin Wolf Riders did get quite lucky. As you can see, they got 2 hits off, and then the enemies Goblin Wolf Riders attacking Imperial Knights. Yeah, the enemies. Okay, so none went through there, and then for us, we got 2 attacks, and they only saved 1, I think. Yeah, and then they rolled double 6s, which is really unfortunate for them. And this is how it works out at the end. And unfortunately, my chariot just gets bodied as well. A bit unfortunate, really unfortunate with the rolls there. So this Imperial Knight unit is still there. Then I'm attacking the Imperial Halberds from both sides, which works out quite well, to be fair. And there they go, absolutely being destroyed because they got surrounded. We took a bit, we took quite a lot of damage there on the Orc Warriors, but it's quite fine, in my opinion. And there we go, these Goblin Spear Mob also out. So now the captain is coming and attacking these, and then luckily this bolt thrower over here was able to get 2 hits off on the knights, and the knights failed both saves. That was very lucky on our part. And here we are, we're being shot at again on the Orc Warriors. They do save that. But these guys over here, they're being attacked by the Halberds, and yeah, they've got the Goblin Rough Riders on only 1 wound. And yep, Bolt Thrower doesn't last long. It's a Goblin Bolt Thrower, so it's obviously not going to be that great. The enemies try to do something cheeky here. As you can see, they tried charging my Bolt Thrower, but I was able to intercept that with the Goblin Spear Mob, so here we are. Fired on the cannon. They actually went through, but yeah, as you can see, it's not really useful right now because, the cannon is too far away and there's no real way for me to deal with it. And yep, there we go. We're fighting against the Halberds with the Orc Warriors. They got the double hand weapons, so that means they get double attacks, which is really nice. And then they're charging them in the back now after they've routed. So it's really nice to have double hand weapons, that's for sure. There we go, continuing on destroying these Imperial Halberds. And yeah, this is unfortunately where everything ends. Because after this bolt throw rout gets destroyed, and yeah, that's the end of the game. Because I just didn't have enough points left over. Yep, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. And do be sure to let me know if you think that this army is not that great, because it really has no staying power. None of these units have really good discipline. So yeah, be sure to let me know if you would like to see an army like this again, but with a more frontline oriented units or something like that, rather than just goblins and more goblins, because I really feel like goblins are just not the way to go, especially with their poor morale and how often they've it really just kind of outpositions you, or allows the enemy to outposition you because you're just always routing, and it's not that great of a choice. And also they haven't got the best movement range, so maybe substitute a giant somewhere along the line. So yeah, bye bye. Okay, right, so yeah, this is a bit problematic because I've been clicking on this non-stop and it doesn't want to load the replay. It loads the other one just fine. So yeah, here we go.